Hi everyone, today we are going to make cookie dough brownie chocolate fat bombs. They're going to be great. It's a great snack for the middle of the week, especially when you have a busy week. You don't have much time for cooking, but you definitely need something that has that fat that's going to keep you full longer in between meals. So what I have got going on now, I have two separate bowls. This bowl is going to be the cookie dough bowl. In this bowl, I have 1 cup of almond flour. I have 1/4 plus 1/8 cup of powdered confectioner sweetener of choice. In the recipe, it mentions Joy-Filled Eat Sweeteners, but it's a recipe that they make, and I absolutely will not make it because it has xylitol and I have pets. So just a reminder, xylitol is bad for pets. But if they tell you the conversion is 1/4 plus a half, which is 1/8 of your confectioner sweetener of choice, whether it be Swerve, Lakanto, allulose, or remember you can take a granulated sugar and powder it up as long as it substitutes 1 for 1 in cooking. So I have 1/4 cup plus 1/8 of mine, which is the Swerve powder, but feel free to use Lakanto or whatever you want. 1/4 cup of softened butter, 1 ounce of cream cheese softened, a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna beat it with a blender in just a minute, and I'm going to add 1/4 cup of sugar-free chocolate chips. In this one, I have 3/4 of a cup of almond flour. Same measurements here, 1/4 plus 1/8 cup of powdered sweetener of choice. 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, because this is going to be our brownie one, 4 tablespoons of buttered softened, 1 ounce of cream cheese softened, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Let me bring it back up to me. So what I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to go ahead and blend up both. And then on a sheet of wax paper, I don't have wax paper, so I used parchment paper and very lightly sprayed it with olive oil spray because you want to make sure you can lift them up. I'm going to use a 1-inch cookie scoop, and I'm going to scoop approximately 16 to 18 chocolate chip balls and 16 to 18 brownie balls. That's what I'm going to do in the meantime. And then I'm going to melt, so we're going to come here for the last part. I'm going to melt 1.5 cups of a sugar-free chocolate chip of choice, Lily's, Bake Believe, something like that, and 2 teaspoons of either coconut oil or butter. I'm using butter. We're not a fan of the coconut flavor with our brownie chocolate chip stuff, so we're gonna use butter instead. And we will come back and I will take the cookie balls, the brownie balls, I'll mix them together and I will dip them. We'll go from there. All right, see you after the mixing. Okay, so at this time, my cookie bombs are made and I'm ready to add the melted chocolate. This is what I'm going to do. You'll see I've got one pretty much ready. I went ahead, I don't know if you can see this, but I took my cookie ball scoop and I scooped it half in the cookie and half in the brownie. Took literally less that amount of time. I have my 1.5 cups of melted chips, and I've got my butter instead of oil. And I'm literally just going to drizzle it over and let it kind of coat the top. I'm gonna do this with all of them. I'll go back and fine tune any. I'm gonna let them go in the fridge for about 20-30 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn it over and do the same on the other side so that they've got a good chocolate coating. So if you need to reheat it and it gets thick, trick I learned, just add some water so you don't add any fat content to it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish coating, put them in the fridge 30 minutes. I'm gonna flip them over, coat the back side, and then let them set. It could set anywhere from an hour to a couple hours, depending if you use the fridge or the freezer. When I come back, I will show you the finished product and give you the nutrition facts. All right, the fat bombs are ready to eat and enjoy. Let me go ahead and show you them on a tray. You'll see one is missing because I've prepped it. It's right here. There they are, all set up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna save half and I'm gonna put them in the fridge. And then with the other half, I'm gonna put them in the freezer One of the notes I saw is they can be kept in the fridge for up to, tightly closed container, up to 3 weeks. That's actually a pretty long time. Freezer, 3 to 4 months. They're not gonna last that long. It's just gonna be by the end of the week between our whole family eating one every day. But I wanted to show you what it looked like on the inside as well. So they look really, really good. So, and there's that chocolate on the inside too. Oh my goodness, guys. You have a chocolate chip cookie, you have a brownie, and you've got it smothered in chocolate. Doesn't get any better than that. So, oh yeah, nutrition facts. I totally think you should eat these. Nutrition facts. One bomb, if you make the 18, is 190 calories. The carbs are 7 total. We'll do our math here in a minute. Protein 4, fat 19. Potassium, for those of us that count that, 132. Oh, there's even some vitamin A and iron in here. Hey, for the wintertime. There is 4 grams of fiber. So when you take 7 minus 4, you get 3 net carbs for those counting net carbs. So that is great. Only 3 net carbs, an afternoon snack. It's a great job. And just take a look at that with the brownie and the cookie. So good. So these are delicious. I truly hope that you make them some week when you're just needing to snack on something and you don't have too much time to cook something. You can put them in the fridge, you can put them in the freezer. All right, everybody, enjoy.